Hello. Welcome to my Public Policy and Administration playlist. My name is Dr. Dan Mason. I have a PhD in Public Policy and Administration. In this video, I will continue the series reviewing the issue of how the U.S. empire is crumbling before our eyes. Let us begin. The shift towards anti-communism after World War II was accompanied by the emergence of a novel form of colonialism. Instead of directly acquiring territories for the purpose of exploiting inexpensive labor and natural resources, the United States, along with the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, would gain authority over the economies of impoverished countries under this new neocolonial approach. As a condition for receiving assistance, which is often misappropriated by local elites and repaid by the impoverished, these nations would agree to implement structural adjustment measures in their economic systems. These measures typically involve privatizing public services such as water and utilities, as well as reducing funding for essential human services like health and education. This process is typically carried out by American or multinational corporations. These adjustments enabled the beneficiaries to repay the loans by obtaining limited amounts of valuable currency from nations that were already extremely poor. Bush. One might have assumed that the collapse of the Soviet Empire and the conclusion of the Cold War would have allowed Washington to distance itself from resource exploitation and the ongoing military and CIA activities that were associated with it. One may have expected that the country, which was commonly known as the last superpower at that time, would contemplate forging novel and distinct alliances with other nations on our very small planet. However, the terrorist acts of 9/11 occurred just in time to completely eliminate any potential for such a conversion. These assaults provided President George W. Bush with the opportunity to further his own doctrine. The Bush Doctrine departed from the post-war multilateral approach and articulated the neoconservative ideology that, as the sole superpower in a purportedly unipolar world, the United States possessed the authority to engage in unilateral military intervention whenever it perceived any conceivable form of external threat. The outcome: nearly 2 decades of catastrophic endless wars and a military-industrial complex firmly entrenched in our national economy. Donald Trump's foreign policy, while occasionally appearing to lean towards isolationism by rejecting international treaties, protocols, and organizational obligations, may nonetheless be seen as a clear continuation of the Bush Doctrine. Ultimately, it was President Bush who initially withdrew the United States from the Anti-Ballistic Missile Treaty and declined to ratify the Kyoto Protocol in order to combat climate change. His ideology immediately paved the way for the calamitous invasion and occupation of Afghanistan, the even more catastrophic Iraq War, and the current excessive growth of the U.S. military presence, both overt and covert, in nearly every part of the globe. Now, Donald Trump's aspirations of Star Trek are being realized, even outside the Earth's atmosphere. Thank you for watching my video. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe for more videos like this one. I hope to see you in the comments. Take care.